Yo, 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 it's your boy Joe, and I came to tell you to watch my video. Well, I'm gonna have to make this quick because still I'm having troubles with, basically how much videos I can make. It's really annoying, but let's get right into it. So, the first day of E3, this is going to be probably the only video coming out today because some things happening, and so I won't be able to do the other conference, do stuff on that conference today. That will be up tomorrow. So this is the only one today, so let's get to it, right to it. So the first thing that they get into is Titanfall 2. I've not played the first one, but it doesn't seem, doesn't seem awful. They've added a story mode that apparently the other one didn't have a story mode. A lot of games these days aren't. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. There's a lot of people saying it's still worth $60, but when you've got, these games that have so many hours into them, like 60 hours, that you can play and do all this stuff just with the story mode in it and kind of extra missions and stuff, you're like, that's what a game should be. But then the multiplayer could be just as much or less. It depends on how much you do it. So it really all depends, but adding a story mode too is cool. The Titans in it, if those are the Titans, which I think they are a lot smaller than I thought they would be, so that's too bad. But there's stuff and there's stuff, but it looked pretty cool. So the next thing is Madden 17. Of course, we're getting new games every so often, basically every year for these. So Madden 17, there's really nothing to talk about. A new one's coming out. They talk about it. Cool. Let's keep going. Mass Effect. So Mass Effect looks cool. It's not necessarily going to be connected to the others, but it's obviously in the same world. So that's cool. I haven't played any of the games, so if I do play it, then it'll probably be easier to get into than like the second or third game of the trilogy of Mass Effect. So that'll be cool. It looks all, sci-fi and spacey, so it is interesting. Next, we go to the amazing world of FIFA and FIFA 17. Of course, obviously, FIFA 17, it's the same type of stuff, Now, the interesting thing is, do these come out in 2017? Because then that would make sense with the 17. But then they're talking about them now. Couldn't they come out this year? Or have they already? Obviously, I am not into the games as much as I should be. I should have known that fact, but I will get back to you on that. Anyway, so they're adding a story mode, which is cool. I didn't think they would have a story mode with it, so that's interesting and very new. And then they also add some other stuff that seems cool. So yeah, moving on. So next thing, let me great YouTuber. Let me look at my notes, okay? So next, we have EA Originals. EA is going to help smaller teams of people that are making games to get their games out there and get more original and different types of games. So you have one game that they showed. It's called Fi, and it's basically about this animal that's trying to find out who he is, and he explores through this forest, meets all these different animals and stuff. There's no talking, no words in the game, but it's still going to have, a ton of cool stuff in it. It looks very original. Anyway, so that's cool. That's one of the main things that I'm excited for, because that's one of the things that I don't need to know anything about, because nobody else does either. So more of those, hopefully. Awesome. So the next thing is the Star Wars games. Of course, everybody loves Battlefront except the people who don't, but if you don't, then maybe you'll like the second one, because apparently they're going to give it a story mode. Just like Titanfall 2, the first one doesn't have a story mode. It's just a multiplayer game. Unfortunately, they don't really talk about the second Battlefront basically at all. So we know it's coming, like next year. It's going to be cool. No, nothing else. But they go into some other games. They're going to have one game that's developed by Visceral that is going to be a Star Wars game, but it's going to be with all new characters and their own story and stuff. And then another game where, let me check, that's done by Respawn. It's going to be a third-person action game thing. So that's another one. So then they talk about some other games. She with Star Wars, cool. They're doing cool stuff. Star Wars is cool. Of course, I know Star Wars, obviously, and I have seen a lot of gameplay from Battlefront, and I think it is a cool game. So going from Battlefront, we're going to the thing that everybody is so excited for, Battlefield 1. Again, I have not played any of the Battlefield games. I know, I should be playing them. I know they're awesome. And now everybody is going to go from Call of Duty to Battlefront, Battlefield. Get those mixed up. Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty, that is, the trailer was really disliked and stuff. People don't like it, whereas the Battlefield trailer, it seemed like everybody liked. So we'll see how that goes. But it seems like Battlefield is going pretty good. I mean, the game looks cool. It's set in World War I, and it is confirmed. You can ride horses into battle. You can ride a motorcycle into battle. You can have a plane. I think you can have a tank. There's a ton of cool stuff now. Of course, the thing that now you get to is, why go into the battle with horses though if you're just gonna get rammed with a tank or something? That makes it a little weird how exactly they're gonna get so that it's all fair. But anyway, it looks really cool. So hype for that. And you should be hyped for my next video. Bye.